Yo, Tube, what's up? This is Yo Fizz, and we're gonna do a Raw review, and then maybe a little prediction for Wrestlemania. I got myself the Wrestlemania app. We'll look at that later. So, Raw of March 23rd. Hey, March 23rd. Sting kicks off the show, and Michael Cole's like, "This is historic. Sting is kicking off the show." Nah, I don't buy it. I don't buy that at all. Sting is great. He cuts a great promo here. Although they do kind of bury the whole storyline they had going where he's like the last standing at WCW. And he says, "I'm not here to fight for WCW because that would be crazy." And he's right. I think the best thing about Sting so far has been this promo was great. He can still cut a good promo. And Stephanie comes out and she tries to slap him and he's like, "Nah, I'm not doing that." And then Hunter comes out and he's like, "You, brother, I'm gonna kick your butt for stopping my wife from hitting you." So there's that happens. And then Stephanie McMahon confirmed hates dogs. Fuck you, Stephanie. She's like, "Dogs are kind of stupid, and so are you," and things like that. Dogs are awesome and smart and lovely. Fuck Stephanie McMahon. And then she gives Trips gets a sledgehammer, and then Sting pulls a bat out of his butt, and he's like, "Woo! Woo! 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 Woo!" Uh-oh. And woo! Okay. So he does that. He goes crazy. He's psycho. That happens. And then next up, you get Dean Ambrose and R-Truth versus Stardust and Luke Harper. It's a whatever tag team match to get interest for the IC match. That's whatever. It's an okay match. Vasnu Barrett was on commentary, and he was fine. I love Wade Barrett. He's really a fine dude. And Dean Ambrose and R-Truth go out on top. I think Truth finished with the lie detector, and I was like, "What the? Truth finished a match? What? That's crazy." And then they do the Rikishi spot where Ambrose is trying to leave, and then R-Truth is like, "No, boogie with me." So Dean Ambrose, the insane, psycho, badass guy, is now dancing with R-Truth. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Dean Ambrose should do badass things. He should be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna come dance with you. Dirty deeds!" Something like that, you know? That would have been cool. And then they do the thing for the Special Olympics thing, and that was cool. The 10-man Teddy Long extravaganza. Now, I didn't catch why this was a Teddy Long thing. Maybe it's just this recap that I have up to remind me what happened. But Bill Simmons was on commentary. Him and JBL going back and forth were really entertaining. So the match was Mizdow, Adam Rose, and the Ascension 5. Ascension. Now, the Ascension, what a fucking botched. God, they really fucked these guys. They were supposed to be a badass, but in really they're not that big compared to like anyone on the roster. So there can't be like a powerhouse team. I was always a really hard buy, and so now they're in this goofy 10-man tag match, and that's the spot they found on the card is the 10-man tag match. They came in and they beat jobbers. They beat jobbers, and then they got their ass kicked by a bunch of 50 and 60-year-olds. So that's where the Ascension is. And on the other side of the ring is Eric Rowan, Ryback, Titus O'Neil, Darren Young, and Zack Ryder. Winner Titus Young. Titus O'Neil and Derek Young going to really come together as a tag team again. I mean, they kind of been teasing it a little bit. We're supposed to forget that they had a gnarly feud, and it was very violent. But, I would love to see them as a tag team because they were really entertaining. Titus is unreal on the mic. He's a physical specimen. And Darren Young looks to be better. He's got a good look now, too, I think. And then Zack Ryder. Why? Anyways, Bill Simmons is like, where's the bunny? There's supposed to be this big feud with the bunny and fucking Adam Rose, and now the bunny's gone out of nowhere. And I was like, dude, Bill, you're probably not supposed to talk about that. We're supposed to have forgotten about the bunny. But he was very good on commentary, and Miz and Ms. Dow have their little thing going back and forth. And yeah, that was cool. The faces go over. Now, there's the thing with the app, and you gotta vote to who Randy Orton's gonna fight tonight. The stupid app. Fuck, the app is the most gross thing in the world. The only thing it's good for is watching the network if you have it. Now, Orton and Rollins, they go, and J&J gets involved, and because it's Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins and J&J, and he gets a double rope drape DDT plow. Whatever. But whatever. He won, but he didn't. He went over on like Noble, so that's whatever. Oh, yes, there's an interview with John Cena, and he's trying to be Hulk Hogan about USA and stuff, so whatever about that. I'm not really into this feud. It's been super cold since the pay-per-view. I mean, they really haven't done much with it. I mean, the pay-per-view match was great. It was very good. And their feud was good going into that pay-per-view, but going to Mania, not very interesting. As many things are not very interesting going into Mania. So, there's that. This is my least favorite part of the whole entire show. Okay. First things first, I hate the term diva. Diva seems demeaning and degrading, and the name itself doesn't take the women seriously. I think to really take them seriously, they're going to have to go back to abolish the diva title, make it the women's title, the women's division. These are women fighting, not divas. Anyways, backstage, AJ and Paige talking. Nikki's giving up a title shot for whoever. And they're AJ and Paige are like, no, you. Paige throws out the word crazy. And then AJ's like, what did you just say? And I hate this storyline angle for AJ, and I've hated it from day one, and I hate it from day, 1,000. It is just stupid. Like, why can't they just make her, like, hey, I'm AJ Lee. I'm small and scrappy. I'm probably better than you at wrestling. And then she goes and takes cool bumps and whips her hair around. And it looks all really cool. She looks awesome in the ring. And then they have to attach this crazy thing to her. I mean, which is fine if she were crazy. But she never does anything really, truly crazy. I'm so glad that they don't talk about how they made her go from guy to guy, and that was the worst. Like some slut shaming shit on the commentary booth. It was terrible. I hope they don't really mention the crazy thing again because it's bad. Unless she does something truly crazy, like gets a fucking steel chair out and starts just hitting everyone in the ring. That would be great. That's how I want the finish to go at WrestleMania. Is AJ Lee's like, she gets dumped outside, right? And she's like had fucking enough. And like she gets up and like the Bellas are just like decimating Paige, right? And then they're like standing over her, and AJ finally comes to, and the Bellas are looking at her from the ring, and they're like, "What are you gonna do, crazy bitch?" And then she goes, hulks the fuck out, and gets the chair or a kendo stick, something to hit him with, and comes in the ring and just starts wailing on both of them, right? And then Paige gets up and she's like, "Oh man, you saved me." Boom! Over her head too! And she pins all three of them at once, like this. Like fucking legs, arms, and gets 3 count. And then she hits the ref with the chair. Then you can call her crazy. I should be in charge of booking. That would be fucking unreal. Paige, Nikki Bella. All of a sudden, Nikki Bella hits as hard as the Big Show. But she doesn't have to do this. Ah! She just throws an elbow, forearm thing, and she knocks you out. Okay. Then Snoop Dogg appears. Snoop Dogg is in attendance. He does a bit with Curtis Axel, who I love right now. I love Curtis Axel's gimmick. He's been in the Royal Rumble for like 2 months. I think it's hilarious. I love how he's adopted Axelmania. I love it. And so he comes out and he's like, "What? Snoopomania? It's about Axelmania." And then Snoop's like, "Snoopomania, Axelmania, WrestleMania. You're forgetting about the most awesome mania of all time." That's how Snoop talks. Hulkamania. Bum, 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 bum. Hulk Hogan comes out. And he makes some embarrassing talking. He talks so embarrassingly. He's like, "Hey, brother, when Snoop had released his first album, I knew he'd be dropping it like it's hot until the end of time." Hulk Hogan is like 60-something. And drop it like it's hot is like 10 years old as a phrase itself. No one's said it for at least 9. And Hulk Hogan here is oh my god. Fuck. So, fucking Hulk Hogan's a goober. And then he says, tell him, just, brother, "Hey, Snoop, what's this guy smoking? You'd know best, because weed, man." That was, Snoop loved it. This is so funny to me. He's probably high. So I mean, Hogan's right. He would know. But that was stupid as shit. And then Hogan clobbers Curtis Axel. Snoop throws him out, and it's the most unbelievable thing in the world. And I'll tell you why. Because right afterwards they do the shirt gimmick. And Snoop takes off his shirt, and he's got a Hulk Hogan tee on, and then you see his arms, and his arms are like this. He's got two arms, and they are this big. These are his arms. These 2 toothpick arms. I am not exaggerating. Smallest arms in the world. He's not throwing a 200-something pounder out of the ring. I'm surprised he can. I don't know. I've never seen. I'm surprised he could hold the microphone with the arms that he had. It was insane and gross. And the weirdest, saddest pose down in the world. Snoop has no physique. I look like fucking Scott Steiner. I'm Big Papa Pump compared to Snoop Dogg. I'm the big bad booty daddy compared to Snoop Dogg. I could take Snoop in a wrestling match, no problem. I guarantee it. In fact, I challenge you to a match, Snoop. I know you're watching, you punk. I was a big fan. Um, a replay of a Brock Lesnar interview happens. Uh, on this review, it says the Brass Ring Club in Natalia. So you got Cesaro and Tyson Kidd and Natalia versus Los Matadores and El Torito in an interspecies match. Twitch, JBL has a great zinger. JBL's like, hey, why do they call this an interspecies match? And then Michael Cole's, well, because El Torito's the bull. And then, and JBL's like, oh, I thought it was because Natty's Canadian. Boom! Boom! Got him. Anyways, Natalia can't even beat the Torito. And she gets him with the discus close. She tries to powerbomb him and then doesn't. Okay, next segment. This next segment is probably the best segment of all time because it is so ridiculous. Hey, Wade Barrett finally has his title back. He's so happy. No one has stolen it tonight. Wow. He's got his title. Kane, the director of operations, Kane, Kane, he comes in, he's like, hey, I need your title because I gotta hang it above the ring tonight. And I'm like, why? Why do you need to hang it above the ring tonight? Why do you need to do that? Wade Barrett's not on the card. He's not fighting. Why do you need his title tonight? He could have said, I need your title now for the pay-per-view on Sunday. And then they could have had it as decoration. But he's like, give me your title. I have to hang it above the ring. Or else, if you don't, because he refused, because he's finally got it. It's his again. If you don't, I will strip you of the title. Here's the thing. He is in a 7-way ladder match on Sunday, in which he has to win to still be champion. What does it matter if he's stripped of the title? Why does that matter? It doesn't make sense. If you tell me I'm docking your pay because you're not champion for 6 days, okay, I'll buy that, sure. You gotta make it make sense. It doesn't make sense here. It just is. It's like, I would have preferred no segment backstage, and there's the title is above the ring for whatever reason. I don't care. It's just there. I would have preferred that to the segment explaining it in the most dumb, stupid way possible. Because, fine, confiscate the title. I could be 10-time, no, he's 5. I could be 6-time IC championship winner. Because those title reigns, they love that shit. Then Rusev and Jack Swagger, in which I totally tuned out. I don't remember the match at all. I was like, oh. I mean, because they put on good matches before, but I've seen it so many times that I just simply don't care. And it's supposed to be some sort of enhancement match. Jack Swagger is the poor man's John Cena because of America. It's really hard to care about Jack Swagger without Zeb Coulter around. Zeb Coulter makes that guy. Anyways, We the People lose handily to Rusev, who just demolishes him. He gets him with the big old kick and puts him in the Accolade. Cena comes out, and they fight, and Rusev he gets Cena in the Accolade. Rusev just demolishes him too. Rusev is a monster, man. I love it, but he is not going over at Mania. There's no way. Bray Wyatt cuts a promo. It's great, as all Bray Wyatt promos are. He talks a lot about some stuff. He says The Undertaker is guilty of stuff. I really hope through this match that The Undertaker's powers transfer over to Bray Wyatt. He's more grounded to Earth and shit. He's a new sort of evil. But I think it would be cool. I mean, it'd be a way to put Bray over. He could do some cool shit. But the promo was great. You should watch it for sure. It's a great promo. Kevin Nash is announced to go in the Hall of Fame. I don't know why Kevin Nash gets to be Kevin Nash and Scott Hall is not Scott Hall. He's Diesel. Or not Diesel, he's Razor Ramon. I guess because Razor Ramon is just... When you say Razor Ramon, you go, hell yeah, I remember Razor Ramon. You say Diesel, you're like, that tall guy, right? Black, he was tall. He's tall, and he wore black stuff. He was tall. He's tall? He's tall. He was tall. Glasses, I think. Like sunglasses? He was tall, for sure. So that's probably why. Whatever. And yeah, I guess we have to have a... Next year, I'm calling it Sean Waltman into the Hall of Fame. Let's go. I'm calling it. There has to be a member of the Clique in every year. I'm sure of it. Unless they throw Triple H in next year. He can induct himself. Daisuke and Natalya eat chicken fries together. Okay. They close out the match with Daniel Bryan and Dolph Ziggler. Hell fucking yeah. Oh yeah. Special guest, Dean Ambrose. Whatever. I think that was voted on by the universe. And Luke Harper, he could have been ref. That would have been great. I would have loved to see him, like, just get like some tar and just over his already fucked up tank top and just here's some stripes. Let's go. They put on a hell of a show. Great match, as both of them do all of the time. They have great matches. Dolph Ziggler and Daniel Bryan. Great matches. And there's one part where they, right before they go into commercial, they're fighting outside, and Dean Ambrose is like, "Hey guys, you gotta get back in the ring." It's just funny to hear him say it. Anyways, fucking Dolph Ziggler goes over on Daniel Bryan in a clean victory. Let me say that one more time. Dolph Ziggler goes over on Daniel Bryan with a clean victory. Dolph Ziggler goes over Daniel Bryan in a clean victory. Dolph Ziggler, man. Great. Now, here's the thing that I have to worry about. Am I happy because of what they're now thinking of Dolph Ziggler, or am I sad because of where they put Daniel Bryan? Think about this. Either they're elevating Dolph Ziggler up to where Daniel Bryan is, way fucking up here, or let's reset, or they're diminishing Daniel Bryan to way down here to where Dolph Ziggler is, where he is like this enhancement jobber guy who will always put on a fucking great match, but it will always lose. So, I mean, that's where we're at, I think. I hope that it's this and not this. And then there's a fucking brawl, and Ambrose hits Dirty Deeds, and then they set up ladders and stuff, and there's that. The belt's above the ring, guys. Someone's got to get it now, because of who knows why. It's just there. We wanted to have a ladder spot, so there's the belt. Someone go get it. There you go. Now, to close the show, Paul Heyman cuts another great promo, as Paul Heyman does. If you've not been watching recent weeks, I suggest you go back and just watch all of Paul Heyman's promos, because they are amazing. Paul Heyman is simply the best thing that WWE has going for it right now. He is so good. And Roman Reigns comes out, and then the most childish thing happens in the world. They play a tug-of-war with the title belt. Roman Reigns grabs the belt from Brock, and Brock says, "No, it's mine. Give it back. Come on." And they pull at it for a while. Why did no one hit the other person? It's like, if say I'm Brock Lesnar, right? I'm gonna you grab my title. I'm not gonna give it back. I'm gonna take this ham hock hand and put it in your mouth. Pop. And then I'm gonna German suplex you 20 fucking times. I'll kill you. Don't touch my title. No. Give it back. I want that. That's mine. No, that was the worst. Fucking worst thing in the world. The shittiest ending to a Raw that I've seen in a long time. Then the big news is that Brock Lesnar re-signed with WWE. So that gives me hope for Mania. So let me bring up the app and we'll run down the card real quick. Wrestlemania app. It's got it. Wrestlemania. My Pikachu phone. Let's see. Matches. Here we go. Let's run down the card. Oh yeah, in the pre-show, the 4-way tag team match, Fatal 4-way. You got the Usos, Los Matadores, Kid and Cesaro, and then you got Kofi and Big E from the New Day. The New Day is the worst gimmick of all time. They really need something new going for them because it is bad. It is bad. My prediction: Kid and Cesaro retain in the pre-show, hands down. The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, which is a terrible name because it's such a mouthful. My buddy said that Finn Balor is going to win. If you don't know, Finn Balor is poised to move up to the main roster. That's going to be great. I don't know who's going to win this. And I am not even positive who's in it. It's a 30-man battle royal. It's a battle royal. It's got a lot of people in it. There's going to be a lot of great Miz and Mizdow stuff. I'm going to really hope. I'm going to go Mizdow wins. Mizdow wins. Mizdow is going to win the Andre the Giant Battle Memorial. Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Next up, you got AJ Lee and Paige. I said AJ Page. AJ Page and versus the Bellas. I really like my scenario from before where fucking AJ Lee absolutely does go nuts. But I'm gonna say AJ Page goes over. I'm just gonna go over here. Randy Orton and Seth Rollins. Oh man, this is tough. I think Seth Rollins is gonna win this one. Barely. Just barely. I hope we get to see another Phoenix Splash. That would be sick. But I think Seth is gonna have a big night tonight. Maybe he'll cash in. I would love to see it. I'm tired of him carrying around the super briefcase. But I think he's gonna barely beat Randy Orton. I mean, Randy's been just ruining him for weeks. And so I think Seth is gonna win here. And you got your Intercontinental Continental Championship ladder match with Daniel Bryan, Dolph Ziggler, Stardust, Luke Harper, Dean Ambrose, R-Truth, and Wade Barrett. Looking at this, I have no fucking idea. I really don't. I think they're going to want to put it on Daniel Bryan. That's the feeling I'm getting here, is maybe, even though this storyline has been goofy and stupid and is dumb, that maybe they're trying to make this belt mean something, because all these guys have expressed interest in it. So, I mean, it's going to be one of three guys, in my view. Daniel Bryan, Dolph Ziggler, or Dean Ambrose. I don't see any of these other guys winning. Stardust and R-Truth are not winning this. Luke Harper is an outside shot. I'm going to say Daniel Bryan's going to win it. Dolph Ziggler's great in ladder matches. It's going to be a great match. It should be a good show. It's probably the match I'm looking forward to most. U.S. Championship match was Cena and Cena and John Rusev. Rusev and John Cena. I think I'm gonna say John Cena wins here. Rusev is gonna look strong as fuck in this match, for sure. But John Cena is going to go over. He's got to. He's gonna win the U.S. title belt. And I guess this makes they're really putting these titles in weird spots. The it used to be like world title, Intercontinental, U.S. Now it's like flipped these two guys around. We'll see how that plays out. Could be interesting with these belts getting some well-deserved appreciation. You got the Undertaker's annual match versus Bray Wyatt. I think it doesn't do the Undertaker any good to win here. We haven't seen him at all. Not even last week. Very disappointing. Maybe he doesn't even show up. That would be great. I actually would really like that. But I think Bray Wyatt's going to win here. They really like Bray Wyatt. They're going to put him over. Man, he's going to win. He's going to go over for sure. I hope that they're able to work a good match. It should be pretty cool. A lot of cool mind games. A casket match might have been appropriate here. Buried alive match might have been appropriate here. Could have been a cool gimmick match, but I think a one-on-one singles with these guys is going to be great as well. I think Bray Wyatt's going to win. And then I predict you go next year, Undertaker, his last match, and he'll go out on top. Because he'll have something to prove. He's an old man. Just gotta prove he's still worth something, and he'll go over on, like, I don't know, fuck cares. Sting and Triple H. I don't know. I hope Sting's in shape. I hope he doesn't wear that stupid t-shirt. I get really upset when wrestlers wear t-shirts. Like, dude, come on, man. Hulk Hogan hasn't looked good in 40 years, and he never wore a t-shirt to the ring to fight in. He's just like, he looks like if I spray painted my torso hot dog color and took off my shirt, I could pass for Hulk Hogan. And just shave it up. That's all right there. That's Hulk Hogan's body. Not bad. I don't have a good body. Sting and Triple H. I think Sting's gonna win. I don't know how. It's gonna be cool to see Sting wrestle in WWE, and I think that's the main point here. I think we're just gonna have to enjoy that. I think he's gonna beat Triple H. I think that's going to mean something. I'm not sure what. And then the main event is the title match. And I'm going to go with what I hope happens. Because that seems the most sound. I think Roman will win. But what I hope happens, so this will be my prediction. Brock Lesnar fucking annihilates Roman Reigns. 20 German suplexes, maybe 50, and then 16 F5s, and then he wins. Yes, that's my prediction. So that has been your Raw report and your WrestleMania prediction movie. It's long. I am going to WrestleMania on Sunday, so when I come back, maybe that night or the next day, I will review WrestleMania as well. It's going to be exciting, man. It's going to be exciting. Let me know in the comment section if you liked this video, if you hated this video, if you like wrestling, if you want me to talk about other promotions. I love New Japan. I don't watch as much as I should. It's great, though. I love Ring of Honor is really good, too, and so is Lucha Underground. So if you want to see me talk more about wrestling and wrestling promotions, and maybe not just WWE or just WWE, NXT is great too. I love NXT. I just watched Finn Balor and Kevin Owens And that's pretty cool. I love how they give those main events like 30 minutes, man. That's fucking great. But leave your comments, leave a like, tell your friends that I'm fucking great. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Peace!